What's up, you guys? It's Shader Gamer back with another video. Man, you guys, we gotta go ahead and talk about a YouTuber named YongYea. A lot of y'all may know who he is. He makes videos covering video games and all like that. Big YouTuber. Well, he made a video talking about MultiVersus, and I gotta say, one of the worst MultiVersus videos I watch without a shadow of a doubt. Honestly, for me, because I used to watch YongYea from time to time and all like that, that's when I was like younger and I didn't really understand everything about YouTube like I do now. But he always quick to complain about monetization, free-to-play games, on loot boxes and all this other stuff, when it's the same person on his Patreon. He charged $200 to go ahead and play the video game with him. I'm like, my gosh, that is crazy. And then at the top of his Patreon, it says free to join. But he have a problem for free-to-play game, which I don't have a problem with someone going ahead and trying to make a bag, but how you gonna complain about somebody else trying to make a bag when you're doing the same thing they're doing? But he have a problem for free-to-play game because he went ahead and made a video talking about MultiVersus, and video was trash. It's hard to trust his video game opinions when you have stuff like the Fallout 76 thing, to where he went ahead and praised the bag just to go ahead and make videos thrashing the game. Like, I'm serious, check this out.
Big ass box. Here it is now. Inside here was this bag, which, yeah, it's just a bag where you can put stuff in it, as you do with bags. Pretty nice. I might use this for, you know, long trips and whatnot.
Yeah, he went ahead and said, hey, the bag is pretty nice, but then he went ahead and it have like a whole playlist of all the negative stuff that he said about the Fallout 76 bag. He's obviously a flip-flopper, and I've seen it so many times. So when I seen the MultiVersus video, which by the way, if y'all do not know, I make videos on MultiVersus. You know, I cover the latest news for the game, I play the game, I live stream it, make shorts, I do a lot of stuff. I've been covering the game before the game even came out. So when I checked these videos out, I kind of had a feeling that it was about to go down south, and man, the video is terrible. But you guys, I'm about to go ahead and react to this, and you guys, y'all gotta check this out. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this, because I ain't gonna lie, it's funny and it's sad at the same time. And you guys, I'm reacting to the bad takes in the video, and I'm reacting to the whole entire thing because the video is bad enough as it is. Link to the full video in the description if you want to watch it for yourself. But if you've been keeping on MultiVersus, honestly, he just go ahead and repeat the same stuff everybody been saying, but I'm calling out the bad points that he said in this video, which, my gosh, let's get into it.
Yeah, we got to talk about MultiVersus's monetization, because this is basically Battlefront 2 all over again.
My gosh, what a dog shit take. All right, so let's start off with that, right? Right off the bat, probably the worst take in this video, and there's some bad takes in this video from YongYea, all right? So this man said, this is like Battlefront 2. You guys, if y'all didn't know, I'm a Star Wars fan, right? I played Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. As a matter of fact, I even pre-ordered Star Wars Battlefront 2 because I was excited for the game. Now, that first week to 2 weeks, I played the game, and there's one thing that I know that was a problem with the game. The microtransactions, because it was pay to win. It had star cards in the game to where it made your guns and all stronger, or your grenades, or whatever it is. MultiVersus, which is not a full price game like Star Wars Battlefront 2, you can play the game without spending no money at all. You cannot pay to make your character stronger. You cannot pay to get better weapons. You cannot do that. This is an example of when somebody talks about a game and do not know what they are talking about, because I'm wondering, YongYea, did you ever play the game? Who's your main? How many hours do you have on it? Do you have a Steam profile? Do you have a PlayStation profile? How many hours you put into the game? If you played the game, you would know that you cannot even pay for any gameplay advantage, unlike Star Wars Battlefront 2 when the game first launched. So what is he talking about?
There's an extensive list right here that highlights all of the ways that the final release of MultiVersus is a step back from the beta.
Now, before we get into more of his bad takes in this video, this is something he said that, okay, I agree with. You know, he went over some stuff that was a problem with the game, which we talked about on his channel. I talked about on Twitter, Discord, or whatever. Yes, the game has problems. I agree with that. And he touched on some of the problems in the video that I'm like, okay, these are not bad takes. The bad takes that he did have, that will make this video that he made and put out garbage. But just watch. Let him continue.
So on and so forth. And then regressions when it comes to settings and options that are no longer there. It's just a less feature complete package, which, you know, you're wondering, how is that possible for a 1.0 release compared to the beta?
So right here, he addressed that the game have less features and all like that. he said, how's that even possible, right? Which I found to be funny because I really gotta say, I do not think he did his research before he put this video out. You know, like when somebody start talking about something or whatever, because he do bring it up, he do bring up the reason later on, you're gonna see. But you know, like when somebody start talking about something, they didn't do their research, and then they kind of see the answer later on, and then they go ahead and give the answer. This is exactly what I think happened in the video, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
Is the game director of MultiVersus did put out a statement that might give us an explanation as to why MultiVersus 1.0 is in the state that it is, and it seems as though it has to do with them essentially taking the game into Unreal Engine 5, which is, you know, a monumental task, and them not being given enough time to fully make that transition and implement all of the features from the beta.
Oh, okay, so he said this might be the reason. Why you say might? Well, you don't think he's telling the truth? You say yourself, okay, them switching to Unreal Engine 5 is a monumental task. So Tony Nguyen, the game director for MultiVersus, tweeted out and said that when they moved the game from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, they lost features that was previously in the open beta compared to what it is now. But you would have known this if you would have went ahead and actually checked this out before you made this video.
Having to make the game work in Unreal Engine 5 and all of the work that involves, you know, it does explain a lot.
Oh, okay, so you actually understand. Okay, very interesting. Now you guys watch this next part. You already thought, if you think the Star Wars Battlefront 2 part was bad, watch this next part right here.
And perhaps it's safe to bet that the publisher is also on some level responsible for why the monetization is as scummy as it is right now.
Okay, so he called the monetization scummy, right? Okay, fine, you call it scummy. But how you going to go ahead and call the monetization scummy when you charge about $100 to play a video game with you? Like, come on, make that make sense, my guy. That don't make no sense at all. How in the hell you gonna go ahead and charge $100 for people to play a video game with you? Which, by the way, when I live stream, I be playing my viewers from time to time, and I do it for free. But you charging $100 to go ahead and have people play the game with you. You call what they doing scummy? Okay, all right.
In response to somebody trying to defend the cost of these characters and the way they're unlocked and the way they're priced, somebody did the math and really highlighted just how scummy the grind is, to the point where you basically have to spend money on this game.
Now he's saying you have to spend money on this game. He said you basically have to spend money on this game. No, you don't. It's free to play. And matter of fact, they even addressed the whole, you know, earning currency and all this other stuff. They said they actually working on it to make it to where you can actually earn the stuff faster. You do not have to spend money on this game. It's free to play. Like, my gosh, man, like, serious. But I got a question. How many likes and comments I gotta grind out to go ahead and play the game with you, YongYea? We could go ahead and run duels in MultiVersus, right? Because the way you talk later on in this video make it sound like you play MultiVersus during the open beta. So I guess you play MultiVersus now, right?
This is actually worse than Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it comes to hours required to grind for certain characters. Remember when EA said, oh, this is all about a sense of pride and accomplishment? So help me God if Warner Brothers comes out with a similar statement. What this really is just paywalling characters, because it is so unreasonable that it might as well be a paywall.
So this guy right here just said that MultiVersus is actually worse than Star Wars Battlefront 2. When Star Wars Battlefront 2, when it came out, it was literally pay to win. You buy the star cards and make your character guns better, bombs and all better. But MultiVersus is a free-to-play game. Yeah, you have to grind and all that other stuff, but you cannot buy nothing to give yourself a competitive advantage in this game. My gosh. Oh man. All right. If you take this guy serious talking about MultiVersus, I do not know what to tell you. But let's continue on.
Battle Pass. Back in the good old days of the beta, there used to be a free track and a premium track. Now there's just one Battle Pass track.
He said back in the good old days. Okay, so you talking like he played MultiVersus, huh? So I guess you play MultiVersus. Hey, YongYea, what's your account, man? I want to see what your account level is. I want to see what skills you earn. Do you got yourself live stream playing the game? Hey, anybody that spent $100 to play the video game with YongYea, did you go ahead and play MultiVersus with YongYea? What skills he got? How many ring outs he got? Come on, I want to know. I'm very curious. You know, he said the good old days, like he was there, like, yeah, like he talking like he was on there from the beginning. Man, get out of here, man. I never seen no gameplay for you whatsoever. Hey, prove me wrong. Show me. I would love to see your account. Maybe I am wrong. Prove me wrong. Because from as far as I'm concerned, you was not there shooting in the lab with us, man. We was there shooting in the lab with LeBron, not you.
And if you try to grind your way through it, well, good luck trying to get to the end. Here's a Reddit user who highlighted how it seems impossible for anyone to get to tier 80 in the battle pass in 52 days. Based on this user's experience, the math that he did, and the rate at which he's been progressing, he kind of estimated that you can get basically one battle pass level per day. There's 80 levels and you have 52 days. It's just not reasonable. And that's one battle pass level per day if you really dedicate yourself to this game and make it your full-time job.
Okay, so talking about the battle pass, right? So there's so much to touch on real quick, all right? So he went ahead, read something somebody said on Reddit, talking about like, is it possible to go ahead and grind through the battle pass in 52 days? You can only get one tier a day, which by the way, that is wrong, because me, last I checked, I'm on tier 14 and the game been out for 1 week, so that's basically 2 tiers a day. Even my brother, who do not play MultiVersus that much, he was at tier 10 and he got there in 7 days, and he don't even really pay attention to the challenges. And then on top of that, MultiVersus ain't my full-time job, you know. Playing MultiVersus is not my full-time job. I make YouTube videos. I have a full-time job in real life. I have stuff that I do outside of that. And I'm beyond the 7-day period, because according to them, you could only get one tier a day and the game been out for 7 days. No, that is not the case. That is completely inaccurate. But YongYea, you would have known that if you would have just played the freaking game.
Regression now happens by completing challenges and the like. It's all about doing dailies and weeklies and rifts and whatnot, but just like playing the game and doing some matches, none of that gets you any sort of reward whatsoever. A regression from how it was in the beta. Intentional. Here's somebody else begging the developers to please allow us to level up the battle pass by just playing. They get through the dailies and weeklies pretty easily, and after that they just get no rewards from playing all these matches. You know, they're enjoying the game, but they're not rewarded for enjoying the game, so it's just really demoralizing.
So he said a regression from the beta. Like, did he actually play the beta? Please, if you're a fan of YongYea, please let me know. If y'all ever seen him play the beta, just let me know. I'm very curious. But I will say that for this point right here, you know, that it's a regression from the open beta. Yes, you know, because during the open beta, you was able to just to play the game, to, you know, grind through the battle pass, but you cannot currently do that right now in the game. And the crazy thing about it, that this person said finishing the challenges and all, he said it's pretty easy and stuff like that. If it's pretty easy, I guess you don't need a full-time job to do that. I'm just saying, come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense, YongYea. Come on, put the pieces together. Just think, come on, it's not hard.
Become expert enough with a character to be able to pull stuff like this, where it just breaks the character and the game. I mean, this is just unreasonable. Super Smash Brothers would not allow for something like this. That game is much better balanced.
And of course, you cannot bash MultiVersus if you do not bring up Smash Bros. You got to do that in any video talking bad about MultiVersus. Which, by the way, YongYea, did you play Super Smash Bros? Did you got yourself live streaming playing Super Smash Bros? I would definitely like to see that, like for real, because I know people said this before, because if y'all did not know, I used to watch YongYea a lot, but people will call him out for not playing the games that he's talking about, and he'll go ahead and bash the game and give inaccurate information, as y'all can see in this video so far.
With the egregious and aggressive monetization, that's going to turn a lot of people off.
Oh yeah, when I seen the monetization of your Patreon, I say, nah, I'm good, cuz. I'm not messing with that. $200 to play a video game with you? Nah, man, I'm good, man. Heck no. That turned me away real quick.
Well, at the very least, that's one man's take. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the current state of MultiVersus, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on YongYea. I'll see you guys next time. YongYea out.
Okay, great. It's over. My gosh. Hey, look, I got the full video. The link to that video is in the description. You guys can go check that out. I ain't gonna lie, this video right here was trash. And you probably can't call it nothing else. It really is. Inaccurate information. Don't know what you're talking about. Talking about a game you obviously did not play. This coming from a person who, of course, he changed the narrative based on a public opinion, and that's why when I heard this and I seen this video, because his first video wasn't that good either, but this video right here, hands down worse. You compare the monetization of this game to Star Wars Battlefront 2, which no, not at all. That was pay to win. This is not pay to win. My gosh. But anyway, you guys, y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this. This is one of the worst videos I see anybody make about MultiVersus, and it's just terrible. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and join the Shade Team, man. Join the Shade Team. You know, over here we play MultiVersus and we talk about MultiVersus and we actually do our research. But thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shade Team as always, and we out.